So I decided that something had to give and I would get a job. And I went down to the Milton Bradley Company, who at the time wanted to design electronic toys, and I got them to hire me to design the first electronic games. A lot of you have Nintendos and Game Boys and things like that. The predecessor to all of those things, the first changeable cartridge handheld video game, was called Microvision. It was a Milton Bradley product, and it was designed in 1980. I also worked on other things. We had a product called Big Track, which was a programmable tank. It was a kind of thing where you could put a camera on it, you could send it around corners to spy on girls in the other labs. We did stuff like that with it, and it was quite popular. Today, you would look at it as kind of ridiculously simple, but in the early 1980s, it was kind of slick. We had Milton, which was the first talking game that used speech recognition. I did pretty well at that, but I found myself getting promoted, and when they promoted me, I no longer was able to exercise my Aspergian gift for creativity. Suddenly, my Aspergian gifts didn't matter at all, and I found myself in management, where my job was motivating other people to do work and filling out performance reviews and doing budgets and meeting with the marketing people. And I totally failed at that job. I actually failed at several jobs. I worked at Simplex, a fire alarm company. In Gardner, I worked at Isoreg, which is about 10 miles from you. They made power transformers, power systems for buildings like this. And then my final job, I was general manager of power systems part of Candela Laser Company down in Wayland. And I just couldn't take it. I couldn't deal with people like that. I didn't have those skills. I didn't know why, but I knew I couldn't do it. And I quit my last job in electronics to pursue one of my other great loves, which was cars. I decided I was going to start a business fixing Rolls-Royce and Land Rover automobiles in my driveway. Everyone thought I was crazy. Many of the people at Candela thought I was just lying and I was going to work for a competitor, but I wasn't. So I started this business fixing cars. And in order to do it, I had a little tiny garage. I had a garage that reached from here over to maybe here. There was enough room to put one car in and open the doors kind of carefully. And I advertised that I was the best person to fix Rolls-Royces in New England. Now, some of you know that we have a Rolls-Royce dealer, Foreign Motors West, about 10 miles from this place, which has a service department that's like half the size of this school. And some of these Rolls-Royce owners would come out and they would see this little dinky garage of mine and they'd kind of wonder what they got themselves into. But I was a forceful enough personality that some of the people left the cars there anyway. And I did an okay job fixing them, and more people left the cars there. And today, my company is one of the largest independent service agents for those cars in the whole eastern United States. We now have 30,000 square feet of service buildings fixing these things, and we too have a massive building doing that. And it's all really kind of a field of dreams story,